Here.
As you wish, please stand for the pledge and the invocation. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, please be with us as we try to do the best for the county that we can do, make the best decisions going forth. Dear Lord, continue to bless us with many blessings that you've given us. Dear Lord, I ask for these people to go out throughout the day and keep them healthy, watch after them, be with the people around the Israel, and everybody that needs your help. Dear Lord, I ask this in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Consent agenda is on the board. It has been published. So, motion to accept.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Approval of the COLA for 2024. We kicked this around, it's been in the budget meetings, and we looked at what the cost would be and everything. We propose a 10% pay increase for the employees effective January 1. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. We approve the COLA for 2024 for 4% increase effective January 1st, 2024.
Second.
Questions? Good.
That is for county employees only,
Yes. Not the
not elected
circuit,
officials.
not elected officials, too. Thank you. Well, the elected officials are employees, but this doesn't apply to them. So,
Thank you, Louise.
actually, the elected officials are only getting a 2% COLA raise. Okay, any other questions, comments? All in favor of this COLA increase, please say aye.
Aye.
Of course, aye. Of course, COLA means cost of living allowance. Okay, approval of Teamster Local 600. Clay?
Yes. On your screen, Clay Copeland, Superintendent with Road and Bridge. On the screen there says Tim Meadows. He is the business agent for Teamsters Local 600, which he is here in the room with us this morning, as is the two stewards, shop stewards from Road and Bridge Department. And just to explain just a little bit, our contract that the commission has through Road and Bridge with Teamsters Local 600 is a 4-year contract, which it doesn't expire to the end of 24. However, in the contract, there is a yearly wage opener only clause in it, that there is negotiations just for wages yearly throughout this 4-year contract. Now, it will be negotiated upon and renewed about this time next year for anything and everything to be negotiated. But the only thing that we could address was wages, and we did. And after 2 to 3, I guess 3 meetings, negotiation meetings with the Teamsters and the commission, which John Gross, who couldn't be here today, he's out of town. He and I were, of course, on the side of the table, if you will, with the county commission as representatives of them. And then these gentlemen represent the Teamsters, and we came to agreements with negotiations for wages. Now, we segue right into this from the previous slide of a 4% pay increase for county employees. Of course, that does apply to the Teamster members and the Teamster Local 600 of the members of the Road and Bridge Department. So we're here today, and I'm not here, but Tim Meadows and Teamsters, and I'm just kind of their spokesman because I like to talk, I guess. But they're here to agree on what we've negotiated upon for the last month or so, and it's all in writing, and it will be added to the contract in regards to the wage opener. There's a few other items that were relevant to wages only that was addressed, and should anyone want to see those, I have them. I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, Linda or Louie, union contract is sunshine, and as I say many times, the lives of the people of Road and Bridge are an open book. So anything you want to see or know, you have access to that. So I'm not going to go into the specifics other than it's the 4% and a few other issues. And we would just, I know Mr. Meadows would like to have this signed and agreed upon today.
One thing we talked about was Class A CDL.
Right, we made an effort, and this was through the commission and through John and I, to attract better workers. a better class of new hires. And
Not better than what we got already, because we've got a great group.
We do.
Just make sure we know that first.
I've said this
Wanted to
before, I've
put it
said it
out
on the
there.
radio with Louis, it's the best crew we've ever had. But in an effort to attract a better class of workers, I mean, we require a Class A commercial driver's license. We are mandated through the requirements of DOT on our restrictions and the things that we can and can't do. But anyway, in an effort to attract a better class of workers that are required to have a Class A CDL, we restructured our apprenticeship program so that should you come in with already having your Class A CDL, you would start at a higher pay rate. If you come in and we hire you and you don't have it, you have a certain amount of time to get it, but we will pay for that. So those provisions, which are related to wages, we'll put in there as well. And it's in an effort, like I say, just to attract a better class of workers. As everyone knows, it's getting harder and harder to find good quality help. And that's a nationwide issue.
And there's a cost to getting that Class A, and we're helping them.
There is, I mean, it's in the contract now that, you know, the fact that we are required to maintain them, that cost is covered throughout an employee's tenure with St. Louis County. But we've added that if a new hire comes in, does not have them, we will forego those costs with a commitment from them attached to that as well. And all that wording is in here.
Class A means you can drive the bigger, heavier trucks.
And haul equipment.
And say again.
And tow the trailers and haul equipment.
And
We need everyone to have that, because you're out on a job site somewhere and you need a driver, and you can't say, okay, do you have a Class A or do you have a Class B? If everybody's got it, take the truck and go.
Right.
Okay, so we're safe that way. Any questions?
Does that impact your insurance liability as well?
I don't think so. I mean, it's really not that I'm aware of.
Meaning, does it decrease it?
Well, Louis, are you? talking
Well,
about
the
having
fact that
Class
we
A?
have that,
Everybody, that's been an age-old requirement, so.
we've had that requirement
But it's
since
just
I've been in this.
the method of getting the Class A's and helping them get that's the change. Yeah, Bob?
Clay, how does that compare with what the state highway maintenance employees are required to have?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm assuming they're required to have a Class A, but they at least have to have a B to drive the dump trucks with air brakes. That I'm not sure.
Mostly on that, when it comes to snow removal and all, that's basically why they do that. I mean, they want, you know, you can't just pick a few guys out and plow the roads. Everybody needs to do their part. I think even in the state, the supervisors drive plow trucks too. They
Well,
bring
I
them
mean,
all.
John and I carry our Class A and hazmat as well. You never know when we're gonna have to drive. But
And then,
I'm not sure about the state. I know they at least have to have a B.
I
Tim, you may
can
answer that.
answer that. It's Class A.
And-
Just,
and
just so you know, a lot of the yellow freight truck went out of business, and MoDOT has probably hired close to 100 of those guys for the coming year to snow, plow the roads. So they're, when you see those plows slow down and get out of their way, these guys will certainly appreciate it.
If you have a Class A license and wanna work, there's jobs out there.
And
There's jobs.
Louis' question, I mean, it really, good question, and really, because, yeah, in fact, it will bring down your insurance, because
Yes, it will.
you'll have a better trained, better, you know, employees that know what's going on. You wanna put a bunch of employees that don't know what's going on out there, that's a high-risk insurance for you, so, right, Louis, you're on with that question.
Help with the experience level. not-
And to be
Yes.
clear, we don't require you to have a Class A for us to hire you, but it's a big plus if you already have it.
Okay.
Really, compliment our guys.
and then there is negotiations.
Rich.
What I'd like to say is, considering the size of R&B, you know, it's imperative that these guys have the skill set you need where there are no questions, where there are no conditions. So I appreciate the fact that you guys train properly and you gain those certifications, because it makes it easier to run the business with fewer people.
I'll say most of our guys do something different every day. Every day, it's something different.
When there is, right now, there's negotiations, another commission from another county with the new facility at Mac. They're trying to establish a class just for this. And right now, they're gathering information to provide a class over there that will train for this. And right now, it's in the works to get it done where you can train at Mac for this.
Good.
Okay, any other questions, comments? Yeah, Carol?
Back to Louis' question about insurance, wouldn't it be worth somebody's time to just double check? You know, just because something's always been, doesn't mean that insurance knew about it. And if there's an insurance break we're not getting, I think it would be worth checking that out.
That's important.
Thank you. How we,
Yeah. We didn't take a,
okay, we'll get Rhonda to look.
That'd be Rhonda.
yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda, yeah, thank you.
We'll do it.
Okay, we'll do that. Any other questions, comments? Okay, from someone that only has a Class B CDL. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Did we take a motion?
We didn't get a motion yet, hold on a second. Sorry, I don't mean to, yeah, but I'm gonna go
I was
ahead and
worried
make a
about the Class
motion.
B.
I know.
Okay, motion.
I got a question.
Oh, nice job.
Anyway, approval, I make a motion, we approve the Teamsters wage opener, or local 600 wage opener agreement.
Okay, second.
Second.
Now, any other questions or comments? Okay, and I'll take back that comment about the Class B. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, request a bid. You want to do it?
Well, we're just gonna put out proposal request bids for used utility vehicles. We're looking for two of them, one for maintenance and one for the Owl Creek. And we're just putting out a request to bid. We'd like them, we're going for used. We did this before and the truck worked out pretty well. And we got pretty good bargains on these trucks. So it'd be maintenance and Owl Creek. And we'd like to be 2015 and up, less than 100,000 miles, and we will be running this in the paper for requests for bid.
A second.
Is that a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion
Oh,
to
great.
request bid for.
Hey, we're out of skelter here. We're going to get this lined out. You know, Kevin's gone and that's messing us up. That's what the deal is.
We need you right here.
Okay. Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Yes, I'll
Okay,
second that.
any questions?
Yes.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Supplemental insurance availability. Corey, where's yours?
I told you to stand right here. I would have went.
Lori Schrum, Human Resources. So currently, in the past years, we've had Colonial Life come in and offer our employees the supplemental insurance such as accident, cancer, things like that. And we want to switch now since we have a broker and go through First State Insurance Agency, which the company will be Allstate who will offer those. It's pretty much the same plans. Some coverages may even be better. And I think that we will have a lot better customer service.
You'll be in good hands.
Yep.
Okay, so this is something that the
It's not
employee
here,
can
I
pick
got
up
it.
individually?
Yes.
The county has no expenses.
Correct.
And so if, the employee, you know, Mary Boots, who wants to buy this particular coverage, you just talk to the broker?
Yes. Well, not the broker, but in this case, it'll be Allstate. But yeah,
Okay.
we'll have ways to get a hold of them during this open enrollment.
But then, all the talk and negotiations and all paperwork is done through them,
Yes.
not through us.
That's correct. And then they'll send us a list of who has signed up for what policies, and then we'll take it out through payroll deduction.
And, name again the kinds of coverage you can get?
Cancer, accident insurance, there's a short-term and a long-term disability, and I think some life
Life.
insurance policies, yeah.
Okay, motion?
I'll make a motion, we do the supplemental insurance availability through the First State Insurance Agency, as our broker.
Are you, are you going to abstain on this or what? Can you,
It'll be an insurance, I don't see where it has.
let's be safe.
Okay, I'll abstain.
Okay, I will second that. And, any questions? Yeah, Bob?
Are the rates comparable to what they have now?
Yes, and some may be better. But if we have employees that want to keep their Colonial Life plans, they can. We're just not going to let them sign up for any new ones.
And if they wanted to switch, because someone takes it out, could we, and we talk to you and.
Yep,
both of
I'll
you?
put you in touch with, yep.
Awesome.
Okay, questions? Now, I've got the motion,
Want them to do a roll call?
and second, yes, let's do the roll call on this one.
What was the actual motion?
The motion was to accept the supplemental insurance availability through First State Insurance Agency. So we'll use the broker to go through the process, and if that's who they use, then that's who we get, so.
And, Kerry is abstaining because he sits on the board of that bank, and so to make sure there's no
That make,
questionable situations there, he's going to abstain on this one.
go ahead.
Roll call vote, please. Commissioner Gallagher?
Here. Yes. I'll get this straightened out one of these days.
Commissioner Buckley?
Stay.
And Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Okay. That one's settled now, right?
Settled.
Okay. Next week, right here, the fun begins again. Okay. Other business, anybody got any correspondence?
We'll be here 14th, not the next week. Don't put that next week. So, you'll be here this week, we won't be here next week. Okay,
So that's a week away.
I'm just giving you a little kids.
You're getting people. Okay, public comment. Departmental reports. Is this, yeah, Dan.
I let everybody know that we're coming up on our annual shopping top fair, and you're all welcome to come be part of that and participate, or just come and watch. Be December 19th, and then the makeup day on the 22nd. We've already got well over 500 kids for this year, and more to come. So come and be a part of that if you'd like to.
Sheriff, isn't this the largest one in the nation?
Largest in the nation, yes. And it's a shame that there is such a need for it in this area. So these kids are vetted and screened. They're not getting from 2 or 3 different organizations. These kids are probably not gonna have Christmas. So, shame there's that big a need, but we're certainly glad that we can provide it.
Dan, I don't know if there's an answer to this, but how does this overlap with the homeless situation?
Well, and we do, or we are starting to last year, and probably this year, we will be getting some of the children from some of the homeless population. We've had them before, they were living in tents, or, as we know, under bridges, and things like that.
Kids.
We took it, and yes, we took the kids and taken care of.
And the guy, I mean, and you guys start doing your donations and stuff early. You already got the golf tournament out for next year. You already got a date for it, so that's really nice. And it extends. That's what I want to know. It extends for people from St. Louis helping us raise money for our area, and that's awesome.
And there's several organizations that have chosen us as their charity of choice, and they know that there's no one getting paid, it's all volunteers. Kids get 100% of the money, so many organizations just say, hey, you're gonna be ours next year, and you got time.
And I think in years past, the kids were shopping for somebody else when they were getting the stuff.
Oftentimes you have to remind them this is for you, because they wanna buy for their siblings, parents, grandparents, and hey, you need to get yourself something, this is for you. Oftentimes they buy gloves, shoes, coats, things they don't have, hats, necessities.
Okay, well, thank you, Dan. We wish you well on that.
Thank you.
Departmental reports, I was hoping Angie'd be here, because I had some questions. Is it 70,000 the number of envelopes they pack, or the number of tax bills? And personally, I get 3 bills. I get the personal property, and I have 2 pieces of real estate. They join, but it's under 2 tax bills. So somewhere in that stack, there are 3 papers that go in my own. I don't know how that's assembled. I don't know what the system is, but they have to go through, and every one of us gets at least 2 papers in your bill. And so somehow that's all assembled and packed in the envelope. I know, and seriously, I've asked them to get hearing protection around that folding machine down there. That thing's loud.
It's not Carrie's pen.
Yeah. But that thing, wham, 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 wham. I've asked them to get some kind of hearing protection around that thing. So, they go through that. So
there you are, that's what's going on down there now, so you'll be getting your mail soon, so. Holiday notice, will be closed this Friday. Thank you for the veterans. Any other departmental reports?
I'd just like to say, Commissioners, the Road and Bridge will begin our final paving project for the year today. It'll be finished, they'll be paving today and tomorrow, and then we'll be focusing our attention on winter weather.
Did you get your truck cleaned up with all the oil?
Yeah, got it back yesterday.
They were getting loads of asphalt.
Which road are they paving, Clay?
We're doing Old Fredericktown from Possum Hollow to Wolf Creek Bridge today and tomorrow, and then we'll be done asphalt for the year.
They were getting a load of asphalt one day last week, and the valve blew up on the machine at Leadville
At the
Materials,
plant.
and it sprayed their truck. So they just left the truck overnight. Leadville said, we'll clean it up for you. So got
They
the-
had it about a week.
It's their kind of.
The truck had the oil change, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, any other departmental reports? There's our sales tax report for our last month. We're up 1.23%, which is, again, that's a cumulative or compounding effect. So it's growth. You see all the green, you don't see any red down there at all. So it's always going up, sometimes more than others, but it is a positive direction. And the Prop P income is $151,000 this past month. So we'll probably wind up with about $2 million for the year. Okay, any other situations? Okay, we're going to recess this meeting, not adjourn, because we'll be going into a closed meeting at 11 a.m. So, a motion to recess.
I'll make a motion, we go into recess for.
Say right.
Aye.
Thank you.